Today I will speak about Agrath Mahlat, demonic queen which is really close to me, and spiritual force which is really potent. She presides over healing, astral projection, and spiritual gnosis. She also can teach and impart wisdom unto the initiate, as well as pragmatic thinking. She is one of the first initiators into the female aspect of the night side, and she is by far the most approachable for beginners. The simple way to call Agrath Mahlat is to repeat Agrath Mahlat, Shedim in darkness over and over again until you feel the energy shift. She is pretty easy to come, and she is pretty easy to communicate with if you have any psychic abilities. She is also really patient with beginners and with people who are new into black magic. She is known to initiate many famous figures, among which is King Solomon, as well as many other Jewish rabbis and teachers over the centuries. She is the youngest of the four brides of Samael, or the adversary, but she is indeed strong entity, maybe not strong as Lilith, but definitely close to her in power. She is ruler of large demonic legion called Nashmirion, and from now on I won't speak the general information. I will share with you my personal experience with Nama. So in my personal experience, her energy is really Mercurian, so you can use light blue candles or dark blue candles. She is also really willing to appreciate knowledge, so if you can address her by her Hebrew names and titles, he will be really honored. She will be really honored, sorry. She is a female deity. I apologize for misgendering. She will be really honored. And to her, the most important quality for magician is pursuit of knowledge, as well as understanding of sexual aspects of the self. And she is not the same in regard to sexuality as Lilith or Nama, as other queens. To her, sexuality is primary, just a tool. It's not something she enjoys necessarily on its own, but it is a way for her to teach us the initiate, and she won't insist on sexual offerings unless you give them to her. She is also not so mysterious, especially in the beginning. She will give you pretty understandable instructions what to do, and they will be extremely potent if you follow them. But she will give initiate the following realization: that there is no truth, that everything is an illusion, everything is dependable on your observation. And her name means daughter of illusions. But she will also teach you how to harness specific current of energy, which is known as the winds of play. Now, what the winds of play are, I still am not able to understand, because I still didn't tap into them completely yet, but from what I experienced, the winds of plague are essentially really dense and dangerous form of energy related to Mercury and the sphere of Gamaliel, Plephotic world. And it's not the same energy Lilith wields. So then again, those winds of plague, Agrath but Mahlat, is wielding, according to my experience, are something really special. Something I cannot describe and something I cannot comprehend yet, but I tapped into that energy on multiple occasions and it was really potent. Now there is something in regard to Agrath but Mahlat which I need to say, and that's the darker aspect of her spirit. When you work with her for a longer period of time, you will start having mysterious and really intense visions, which are quite different from those given by Lilith. Because when you work with Lilith specifically, you will receive visions which expose the dark aspects of your sexual nature. But in case of Agrath, it is different. She will give you really, at the moment, terrifying but mysterious images, which you will be unable to decode. But through decoding them, not only your psyche will change, but you will also change spiritually. So she will give you riddles to solve. And solving them will technically increase your spiritual power and abilities. Agrath is also very good in developing psychic abilities without traumatizing you. And according to my experience, the biggest of her qualities is her willingness to help and empower the initiate, especially the beginner. She is associated with Mercury, so calling her in days and hours associated with this planet will definitely empower the working, and she is really good if you want to make a pact for spiritual elevation if you are a beginner. Nobody who made a pact with Agrath, according to my instructions, had any negative experiences. Thanks for watching.